Oh, it's time to pop the bottle. It's Wet Your Whistle Wednesday. Some of you might call it Wine Down Wednesday, whatever you call it. Grab your favorite drink. We don't care if it's wine. Maybe you want to do something non-alcoholic. Maybe you want to do a little bourbon. It doesn't matter what you have. What matters is you have a little fun with us. If you've never been a part of Wet Your Whistle Wednesday, you've been missing out. We started this last fall. We have been partnered up with Defiance Ridge Vineyards for the last several months, and we're getting ready for some big concerts that will be taking place for you over the next several months. One in particular that we can't wait for, and that is Ruby Lee. She'll be here in concert on July 4th. Have you purchased your tickets yet? You've seen her on with us in the last several months. Right after she won, she was runner-up, but I think she won. In our hearts, she won. She was runner-up on The Voice, and last night they crowned a brand new winner. Guess what? Reba McEntire's guy won The Voice last night. If you have been watching, incredible. I actually reached out to him and told him he needed to come on the show. Since we've become such good friends with Ruby Lee, I'd love for him to come on the show. We're still looking for Reba. I've interviewed Reba multiple times in my career, but she hasn't been on this show. So we'll work on that as well. How are you all doing? Did you see this morning's show? I was told it was very powerful. We talked about Harrison Butker's commencement speech. We went really big, very deep into that. And what we're trying to do is for everybody to come together and just listen to whatever your beliefs were of what he was talking about. So that was a really powerful show. Please go back and watch that and do me a favor and share that on all of your platforms. Right now, we are on Facebook, we are on YouTube, we are on X, we are on Instagram as well. So welcome aboard. Thanks for being a part of us. We are going to talk about Memorial Weekend and some great concerts coming up. Some friends of mine that are actually playing here this weekend. I can't wait for that. Saturday, Sunday, and Monday, there's a big dinner that they have tonight, not here at Defiance Ridge, but as we talked with Chuck last week, we mentioned it was going to be at a cabin nearby here. So we'll ask him about that, and we'll just introduce you to Defiance Ridge if you've never been before. If you haven't, as many of you have been telling me, you're missing out. And I love the fact that so many of you have told me that you finally came here for your first time. And you told me what wines you enjoyed. You told me what food you enjoyed, etc. So we're going to sit down and we're going to talk with Chuck Gillentine, the owner of Defiance Ridge Vineyards, when we return.
She's a special woman and done so much for St. Louis.
Watching her work is one of the most incredible things you can see.
She just sees value in everyone.
Sometimes people just need you to sit with them and hear them. I feel heard.
The time flew by, and it was like sitting and talking to a friend.
Not only creating a better place here in St. Louis, but to inspire others. It's always great to have examples like you.
You have such a light and such a presence, and I could feel it this morning.
We knew right away when you started this, we wanted to be on your show. Thanks for having us.
And I look forward to seeing how you rock and roll and shake it up.
All right, welcome back. It is the Real Monica Adams Wet Your Whistle version in the afternoon. We do every Wednesday at 4 o'clock with my friend, Chuck Gillentine. Chuck, what we're getting ready to drink matches your shirt.
Oh, I know. Well, I know.
Did you do that on purpose?
I was going to give this little prize to you for being,
That's a prize.
being who you are.
Cheers to you.
Monica all over the place.
Oh, I love it. Monica in the morning, Monica in the afternoon. I told Chuck, I'm coming, I promise you, but it's going to be like coming in hot because we got stuck in this ridiculous backup on Highway 40, and there was nothing going on.
You
Zero.
Don't go far enough west.
No, actually, there was a police officer on the shoulder with his lights on, and everybody decided to stop for about 10 miles.
Of course. Of course.
Cheers to being safe and being here with
Cheers.
you. And look, seriously, look, it matches the color of his shirt.
It's Brut Rose.
Brut Rose.
Yeah.
This is a perfect day for Brut Rose. Because, as we get warmer and warmer, people start thinking of rosés and whites. They start to kind of transfer away from reds. But we're going to do a red out of the barrel.
Yeah, you're going to love it.
I'm excited about this. Okay, before we go on, let's see if we can get him close enough. What does it say on your hat?
It says Jackass Hill.
Jackass Hill. But he said it has to do with wine. Tell me about this.
It's a world-famous Zinfandel vineyard.
Oh, where?
Sonoma. It's on the Russian River Valley. It's owned by the Martinelli family. And one of the wines we're doing tonight is one of their Pinots, but their most famous wine is their Zinfandel from Jackass Hill.
Jackass Hill, how long have they been around?
Oh, 135 years.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
All right, we all need to go to Jackass Hill,
Oh,
evidently.
it's fantastic Zinfandel.
You just mentioned the dinner. So you normally do a lot of dinner series, and they're usually here.
Yeah.
But this one, if you missed our Wet Your Whistle Wednesday last week, you mentioned it's going to be not far from here.
It's about 8 miles west over by Boone Valley. And it's there today delivering the wine. Beautiful setup. It's going to be a great
It's a
evening.
cabin?
It is a cabin. It's a cabin that was brought together from several different cabins. But it's just fabulous. Really,
Now,
really
is this
nice.
somebody's private property?
It is.
Okay.
It is.
And you guys teamed up together for this dinner
It's
series?
one of my partners here that is involved, and he offered it up, and we said, "You betcha."
Yeah, you betcha. Is this the first time you've had it out there?
First time
Dang it, we
cellar
should.
dinner, yes.
Oh, it was spilt on his shirt, but you wouldn't have been able to see it because it's
That's
the
true.
same color. So if you missed out, then you need to look at their website, defianceridgevineyards.com, so you can see the upcoming dinner series that they have. Yeah, let's taste this. So this is a Brut Rose.
This is Sonoma Valley Brut Rose.
Okay, tell us a little bit about this, Chuck.
It's Brut Rose. It's 100% Pinot Noir, and it's from the Sonoma area, I believe Sonoma coast. We just came in a couple of weeks ago. It's a 2019 vintage, so it is a vintage wine, and it's just really right off the nose. You get fresh strawberries. I
It's delicious is what it is.
It really is.
Wow.
It's very nice. I'm very, very happy with it.
You should be. You should be proud of this.
We brought this and a white champagne in, a brut, a dry brut from the company, and it's under our new 1897 label.
Yeah, let's show you that because you mentioned last week the wine we had last week was the first of it, right?
Yeah.
So this is the Brut Rosé that we're doing. So when you come here, tell them that you saw this on the Real Monica Adams Wet Your Whistle Wednesday show and that you'd like to try this out. If you're a big strawberry fan, then you will absolutely love this.
It's really delicious.
This is something that you can just sit there with your friends out on their patio and just enjoy. You don't even have to have
Keep
food
it
with it.
chilled and just sip it. And
Yeah,
enjoy
don't
it.
down it.
No, it's champagne's easy to down. It's one of those drinks that you got to be careful with.
Yeah,
So
exactly.
I mean, it hits you fast and it goes fast, but still, it's just something that it tastes so good and people love the bubbles so much. It's a lot of fun.
Yeah, let me get it a little closer. Look at that color. When I said it was the same color as his shirt, I mean this. I mean, this is beautiful.
Isn't that
If you're
nice?
a rosé fan, and here's the thing. I've had rosés, Chuck, and I don't want people to ever turn their nose up to something and always try. You knew that I said I wasn't a big Pinot fan anymore, but I'm always saying, okay, let me try another one. Let me try another one. You introduced me to one that I actually enjoyed. I'm never usually a Norton fan, but the only man who's ever turned me into actually liking Norton is Chuck.
I think you're going to like this one.
Straight out of the barrel, folks, by the way. We're going to do that in just a second. 2019 Brut Rosé. What does this go for?
We sell it for $46. It's
Okay.
a new product, and actually the company that makes it, they make 92 point sparkling wines, and this was rated, I believe, 92.
Okay, so can you tell people, because a lot of people ask about that. They're like, I'm just getting into wine. I don't understand the rating system. And
Well,
who should I follow?
Well, there's several different systems, but there's 3 or 4 that are very well known, beside the Wine Spectator and James Suckling and people like that. Robert Parker, of course. And so they taste thousands and thousands of wines, and they have teams that go around and taste wines. And people kind of live and die with their ratings.
Yeah.
Missouri is not so important because we're not really on, I guess, that radar. But still, this wine, we private label this for ourselves, and it's just the program out at this company is just fantastic. They're in Hillsborough and Sonoma, and they got a great team, and I've been working with them with other sparklings since 2010. So.
Okay. So for those of you that when you go, let's say when you're going shopping and you are saying, oh, well, this says 92 points. This one says 94. This says 89. When it comes down to it, it really is, do you enjoy it? What's your palate say?
That's
You don't even
exactly
know
it.
who Robert Parker is, but you're giving him a lot of weight and a lot of power. Is his tongue insured for like $1 million?
I don't know. I kind of look. Parker's got it going. He always has. I kind of like James Suckling. I like to read his reviews, and especially when I'm buying for my cellar at home.
You follow him?
I do a lot.
So again, they know what they're talking about. We're not saying that they don't, but in the end, it's, did you like the wine? Did you enjoy it? Did you buy some to take home to your family, your friends? And you keep coming back to it, then guess what? Then you'd probably give it your own 92 or 95. How hard is it to have a 100-point rating?
I think I've tasted one wine in my life that had 100-point rating.
I have two, just one.
And I don't know how you tell the difference between a 97 and 100 point. And I guess your master sommeliers, wine masters, they catch little glitches here
Right.
and there, and they're trained to do it. But once you get to something that's rated 95 and above, it's really hard to say this wine is better than that wine, in my opinion.
No, I agree with you. And I will say that when I had that 100-point wine, I can't tell you that I don't think that a 92 was not any better or any worse than
It's just your style.
Yes.
Do you like heavy fruit? Do you like tannins? Do you like acidity?
Yep.
It's and each varietal is judged the way it should be, the characteristics of that wine.
Yeah. And again, find what you love. And that's why we do this show every Wednesday, 4:00. If you're brand new to it, welcome aboard, by the way. Oh, somebody just said, cheers from Albania. Oh, wow.
Oh, my.
Hi, Fred. You got to come into St. Louis, Missouri, and then take a drive down 94 into Defiance and visit us here. Hi, Clifford. If you're just tuning in, let us know if you've been out here. Sean, hello. If you have been here, what your favorite wine's been that we've introduced you to, some of your favorite foods. A bunch of people said that they came to that 80s band. I heard you were packed.
We were packed that night. It was a lot of people, and the crowds have been good at the concerts. So we don't have one for the next two weeks, but we have the
your evening ones.
Yeah.
But you do for Memorial Weekend have some
we
great music.
We have music for every day, but we have weddings this weekend on Friday and Sunday night, but not Saturday night.
So for your evening, yeah. So they've been doing these summer concert series where they have the bands playing in the evening. But here's the deal. If you've never seen who I'm going to show on screen, Saturday and Sunday, you've got to come out here. A lot of you are looking for things to do for Memorial Weekend. Charles Glenn's going to be here on Saturday, right?
What a
1 to
voice.
4.
What a voice.
Well, yeah. So you may have, and you see he has been affiliated with the St. Louis Blues. You see it, say, sing it, Charles, with the Blues logo. That man has one of the most powerful voices and the kindest heart, right? He's such a good guy.
Yeah. He is. He's a very nice man.
So Saturday, and then if you want someone to not only entertain you, but make you laugh, these guys, Scott and Carl will be here on Sunday.
And then make you laugh.
Especially Carl.
Yeah. Scott's pretty stoic.
But such a talented entertainer.
Carl will entertain
He's
you.
nuts.
He's a good guy.
Scott and Carl, love them so much. I've seen them, and I used to follow them around, and I'm like, gosh, you guys are good. So if you want some good music, you want great wine, great food, come out to Defiance Ridge this weekend if you're looking for something to do with family and friends for Memorial Weekend. And then on Monday, it's Texas
Shines.
I don't know them.
They're a local group, country and western guys. They put on a great concert. There's probably 8 or 9 guys in the band, and they had the fiddles. They have it all.
Love it.
And they do some really nice music.
So they'll be out here on actual Memorial Day. Now, here's the thing. I know you all are probably paying attention to the forecast. Don't let rain scare you, because one of the things that I love about Defiance Ridge is we're sitting in here, and I positioned us a little bit different so you can see. One of my favorite spots is to sit by this fireplace. Remember that they're open year-round for you. So when it gets into colder weather, which you're all going to be wishing for here shortly because you're going to be complaining about the hot weather, this is the spot you're going to want. One of these tables in the colder weather to sit by the wonderful roaring fireplace. This isn't the only fireplace. There's another big fireplace in your big open room.
Yeah, and just on the other side of this, it's two-sided.
Yeah. And so if it does rain, all of you can come inside here. And then just like everything, it'll pass. It poured this afternoon, by the way. I was going to get my hair done. It was pouring.
It poured last night, too.
Yeah, exactly.
It was rumbling.
Yeah, and that's the thing. People don't get scared by that because you have an opportunity to come inside and enjoy it, and then as soon as it passes, go back outside and enjoy. About 800 people plus can get into around by the house if you want to, or out in their open patio, or you can go down onto the hills. There's a lot of space for you, a lot of space to dance as well. And you're going to be dancing at the end of this month. I have it marked in the calendar. I'm already talking to a lot of family and friends to come out and see these guys.
Yep.
We need to have them on the show, by the way. Do you think they would do something with us early?
I would think it's a Friday night, but maybe so.
Yeah, we need to, because I haven't seen any of those guys in years.
Well, they set
do they
up
still
early,
dress up?
So they set up. They do. They set up early.
Well, but they used to get all dressed up in like 70s gear and do the disco
I think
stuff.
they did last year.
They did?
I think they did.
Frankie.
I'm pretty sure they did.
If you've never
What
seen
date
Dr.
is that
Zhivegas,
again?
that's June 28th.
Okay, I'll be back. Yes.
Okay, you got to be here for this one, folks. So the tickets are on sale for that. For that, you do $5 in advance, right? Or $10 at the door?
If
there's tickets left.
If there's tickets left. I know we're selling a lot of those right now. Ticket sales really pick up the week of.
Yeah.
And so far, we've kind of not had to turn, I don't think, anybody away.
That's good.
And I've had people call me like crazy the day of.
Please let me in.
Yeah. So
how about this girl? Because we were just
Gotta do
talking
that.
about last night, they crowned a new winner. She was the runner-up on the last season. Ruby Lee, who we had here as a special surprise for Chuck a couple months back. Ruby Lee will be live in concert on 4th of July. So if you're looking for a celebration to do, and again, Chuck just said a lot of people wait to the last second to buy tickets. How's that one selling?
it's we're probably half full.
Okay.
But it's it's a different ticket. It's a $40 ticket.
Yeah.
So I think we've sold about 320 of them.
Okay. Buy your tickets. Don't wait to the last
And
second.
she's going to Nashville. Right?
She is going. I'm so
Grand
proud
Ole
of her.
Opry.
And that was so cute. If you follow her, and if you don't, you definitely should. She was so emotional when she found out that was going to happen, because she was invited to perform before, as she told us, and then there was a conflict, and she had to say no.
Oh,
But then she was asked, "Can you please perform?" And so a lot of people are traveling to Nashville to see her at the Grand Ole Opry.
Fantastic for her.
I know, she's so
And that's
talented.
in August?
Yes. August 2nd, maybe, I believe.
Wow.
Follow her on social media and you'll be able to see that. But yeah, if you want to drive to Nashville and see her perform after you see her here, go and support her. As Chuck experienced, there's nothing like hearing her live.
She's got an incredible booming voice.
Yes. He was like,
Oh,
your
my
jaw
goodness.
dropped.
I thought the glasses were going to break.
All the glasses you have lined up. So Ruby Lee, Dr. Zhivegas, Scott and Carl, Charles Glenn, it goes on and on and on. They've been booking some really amazing bands here. So if you are looking for something fun to do on a weekend, throughout the week, you can come here and have lunch. The hours changed as soon as the season changed, so they're open later. What time are you open till tonight?
It's 5 today.
Oh, 5.
Tomorrow night we're open. And Fridays we're closing at 3 because of all the concerts.
Right.
Just
And
because
weddings and events.
They open up the ticket sales, letting people in, and it opens at 4.
4 o'clock. And then a lot of those are at 7:30?
They actually start at 6.
Oh, it's 6. But
Yeah.
Ruby's going to
6.
be, you've got an opening band for Ruby.
Yeah.
That's right.
6. Most of the music 6 to 9 fireworks after that.
Yeah.
But Ruby's going to be a little different because we do have a band prior.
Yes. So there'll be an opening band, and then Ruby will perform at 7:30 to 9, and then dual fireworks. But you're doing fireworks not just on 4th of July. You're doing fireworks, I know, on the night of Dr. Zhivegas.
Yeah, we do it on all the Friday night concerts.
Starting, you already started?
Yeah.
Oh, so that's the noise you're hearing. Fireworks are going off here at Defiance.
Yeah, we do it. Yeah, it's we have a good little crew that knows what they're doing.
Absolutely.
They kind of got their little theme, and they line them up the way the guy who we buy the fireworks from said, "This is the way you need to do it." And they pay attention.
And that's how the show should be, right? We have to pay attention to the experts. So if you're just tuning in, we're talking about a lot of things, a lot of events coming up. I know as you get into the summer and the kids are out of school, a lot of graduations just took place. Now you're looking for something to do with the family. This is a great family place, a great couple place, great date night, girlfriends out, guys out. I want you to come and support those that support us. Chuck has been a friend of mine for a long, long time, but truly, and I'm not saying it because he's sitting here in front of me, one of the most beautiful settings that you'll be able to find on 94. And it's the first one you come up to, by the way. Great food as well. Your kitchen is just blows me away. The food that they have here, the wines you're going to love. So this was one of them. This is a 2019 Brut Rose. Yeah, let's do this. Okay. So I'm going to take a quick break. Okay. When we come back, we're actually, even though I just said, I know in the warmer months that you probably think I'm going to drink whites and rosés. Yes, but how about thinking about a Norton? We are going to do it a little special. We're going to go right on the barrel when we return.
There you go. Okay.
Hi, it's Monica Adams. Thank you so much for following along with the Real Monica Adams Show since we launched back in March. But I wanted to let you know there's so much more that I could do with you, your business, your corporation. Did you know that I'm a motivational speaker all around the world, as well as an MC and an auctioneer? So if you have an event, maybe a nonprofit organization, and you want to book me, just shoot me an email, info@therealmonicaadams.com. Personal training, life coaching, and styling as well. info@therealmonicaadams.com. Envita Health and Wellness, where you can feel your best both inside and out. Envita isn't your typical med spa. They're a multi-specialty medical spa and wellness center serving St. Louis and its surrounding areas. They have ketamine for mental health and pain, IV therapy, medical weight loss, and aesthetics treatments. As board-certified anesthesia providers, Envita can ensure that their advanced treatments are provided safely with minimal to no pain. So let Envita take care of you. Call 314-394-0950 to book an appointment or online envitahealthandwellness.com.
Welcome back. Just giving you a little behind the scenes action. We're here live at Defiance Ridge Vineyards. Yes, people have asked, can I come when you're doing the show? Yeah, they're open later now, so you absolutely can. We welcome you to do so. Welcome aboard, by the way. We do our Wet Your Whistle segment every Wednesday, 4 o'clock. Sometimes I'm here with Chuck. Sometimes he might be at home. I might be at home. He might be here at the vineyard. I might be who knows where. It's Mobile Monica's. We enjoy that. We just went, if you are just tuning in, from this 2019 Brut Rose that you can try, and it might be one of the best rosés I've ever had. We were just talking at the break that people have introduced me to rosés, and they're a little too tart for me, and I'm like, okay, rosés are fine. And then all of a sudden I'll get blown away by one. Well, he just said, as he took the nose on this, that this is blowing him away. This is a Norton, but it's right out of the barrel, right?
Yeah, it's our 2022. It's been in barrel for 18 months.
Okay.
And we're bottling it in about 2 weeks.
Oh, it smells like tobacco.
It's got spice, tobacco,
Smell that.
some tart cherry, but the tobacco and allspice I think is the nose you're going to get.
My mom is behind the scenes, by the way. It does. My husband would love the nose on this alone. So tell people, again, it's a unique thing. When you're able to taste something out of the barrel, what does that mean for people?
Oh, it's, people, when they age your wines, age it in wine barrels, and most wineries, especially on the West Coast, they have barrel room tastings, and they take you out and
the little glass things.
Yeah, right.
What are those called, by the way?
They're called thieves.
Oh, it's a thief.
Yeah,
it's
a thief. Those long.
They're stealing out of the barrel.
They're stealing out of the barrel. And it's fun, and it's great to drink young wines and see how they progress.
Yeah.
This is Norton's stay great. Norton can be kind of astringent, but it also can be very nice, and this is a very nice Norton.
Okay, the nose on this does not smell like a typical Norton. That's why I say don't turn your nose up and say, "Oh, I don't like Nortons." You have to try. Everything's different every year. The soil's different, the maker, etc. I'm telling you, if all of you that are watching know somebody that is a tobacco, cigar, pipe fan, that's what the nose immediately. I smell a little bit of the cherry. I smell big tobacco.
It's just good smoke in it. There is, and some of that comes from
There's
the barrel.
The cherry.
Hungarian oak, and it's a little hard. It tends to create more smokiness. The grapes come from a family in St. Charles County that owns a farm out towards Jordan, Missouri called Mill Rock.
Okay.
Mill Rock Vineyards. I think they got like 30-something acres of grapes. And they've always made, they take great care of their property and their grapes. And this is and
they make
nice
a good
Norton.
wine, huh? With you?
Yeah, we have little things we do in our processes with Norton. It's a little different than some people. Tom uses different yeast, and
Tom is a winemaker, by the way.
And we do something with dry ice
Okay.
to slow down fermentation, which helps. And this wine has really, from between 12 months and 18 months, has progressed very nicely.
Yeah. So he was talking about the cherry. I didn't smell it immediately, but as I swirled it around, I'm bringing more of the cherry out in it. Haven't tasted it yet, but Okay, let's taste it first, just as a standalone, and then I'm going to ask you what you would serve with this. Yeah, it's a little tart to me, so now I'm getting that cherry.
It's tart. You were getting,
but it has a different finish than I'm used to with a lot of Nortons. It doesn't stay there.
It's not astringent,
Right.
and there's very little tannin base to it. But it drinks lighter than it looks.
Yeah, it looks deep, garnet, and it has some legs on it. I thought it was going to, I mean, it's sticking. You all know what legs are, by the way? Tell them what legs are.
Legs actually is the alcohol streaming down from that glass. So you can see it, and most Freds you can see it, but let it play around with your tongue.
Yes.
And it's got some incredible flavors to it.
Yes, this is not, and again, Missouri does a great job. We should be so proud of what we do here. I want you to open your mind, and that's why I'm really big on the tastings. So when you come here, you can do tastings, you can do regular tastings, you can have a reserve tasting. 5?
5,
Yeah. So 5, and then just kind of play around with things. And each time you come, maybe try something different because you have found what you've fallen in love with. That's what I like to do. I already know what I like. So then I go, well, let me try some other things I haven't had. And since there's a new label, new wines, it gives you an opportunity to try out some new things. Yes, this is different. I love the nose on this. You want to try this, Mom? Try that. So what would you serve this with?
Barbecue all day.
I can see that.
You know, I think it goes great with barbecue. Probably even some roasted vegetables. But Norton is say pair it with a big steak. I would stick with barbecue.
Barbecue?
Oh,
you just said
beef
vegetables.
Ribs,
how about like root vegetables, more
I would
hearty,
think,
right?
Yeah. Put them on your grill, char them, and go with either pork ribs, beef ribs. Even a great burger this would pair with.
Yeah, I could see a burger with this for sure. And you have an incredible burger.
We do have a incredible burger.
Well, you have. So what is it? Is it the farmhouse or what is the burger that?
We have
barbecue
two.
on it.
We have that one is we serve it with little toasted jalapenos and cheese. And I think last weekend we sold 500 burgers.
Oh my gosh! Seriously, it seems like it's so simple. It is. Sometimes people try to overdo things. It's the simplicity of it all. Get a little burger, come here, lunch, or have a nice couple date night out and get a burger and get a little Norton. The smokiness of this nose
really
alone,
nice.
You can tell that pairs well. Did you taste that?
Yes, good.
So
I just told a friend of mine out there, this is a gold medal winner this year, I think.
Absolutely.
So we'll see. We'll know.
You should be proud. You should be proud of both of these. Again,
that's delicious.
I was introduced to a rosé, and again, you also have to think about, and that's why I love wineries. You think about the setting that you're at, right? So you're sitting here, you're overlooking the hills, you're enjoying the view here in Defiance. You're around great friends, and you're like, "Wow, I love that." And what you do is you have those memories again, and then you remember that bottle of wine. That's what we want you to do. I had a rosé when I went to the British Virgin Islands and we were on a sailboat.
Mm-hmm.
Introduced to a rosé, and I thought,
wonderful.
Well, I thought exactly. See, and I thought, is the wine actually good, or is it just that I'm sitting on a yacht or sailboat in the BVI? The rosé was good, but it was the experience. It was the people we were with. I will say, and there's a person listening and watching right now that had that rosé with me. You got to try this. This is better.
It's good.
Now I want to take this on a sailboat in the BVI.
Well, thank you.
We'll take it to Missouri. All right, everybody. So I want you to come here. I want you to try out any of the wines and go back to every Wednesday and see the different wines that we have shown you. 2019 Brut Rose, and then this is 22, right?
2022 Norton.
2022 Norton, and it's the new label 1897. It sounds like it should be a part of the Yellowstone series. 1897.
Well, it's the year the house
yes,
was built.
Yes. So Memorial Weekend, if you're looking for something to do, we were telling you about the wonderful music that'll be out here. Charles Glenn on Saturday, Scott and Carl on Sunday, and then it's called what, Texas?
The Texas Giants.
Texas Giants will be here on Monday. Great things coming up for the summer. Go to their website, defianceridgevineyards.com. I'd love to see you on the 4th of July. If you want to meet my family and friends, we've got a ton of people that'll be out here. A lot of my clients that I personal train, they've purchased their tickets already. Buy your tickets early. Don't wait till the last second. I know it's May and you're saying, maybe I'm not thinking about July yet, but you don't want to miss out. She is a wonderful performer. And one thing, if you follow her on social media, she says that if you go to one concert, it doesn't mean that the concert's going to be the exact same if you see her again. So if you saw her in Arnold when I brought her out on stage, this is going to be very, very different. She's very big on what you shout out that you want to hear.
Oh my gosh, she did it the day she was here.
Yes.
You said something and she played it.
And there was even things that she said she was just playing around with and tinkering with. And she's like, I don't know if I'm good at this yet.
Good.
She's good at everything she does.
She's a talent.
So 4th of July, 4 o'clock, they'll open up. There will be a band before her, and then she'll be at 7:30. So we'll definitely be here for that, but we'll be back with Chuck to feature some other wines as well. Cheers, my friend.
Cheers.
Wonderful to see you.
Good to see
Absolutely.
you.
I know you got to get off to the cabin and have this wonderful dinner.
Okay.
We're not going to keep you.
Thank you.
Everybody, thank you so much for tuning in, and do us a favor. And if you weren't able to watch live, your friends and family, do us a favor and share this with them. Tell them about these wines. This is what you can come out and see. It's Defiance Ridge Vineyards. Don't forget about their memberships, because you get a lot of breaks on discounts and early abilities to purchase for their dinners, etc. It is Wet Your Whistle Wednesday, brought to you by our friends at Defiance Ridge Vineyards. We hope you have a wonderful Wednesday, and we'll be back next Wednesday.